Our agency started back in 1985. We started off as more of an extension of the mission of our organization, caring for patients as they transition from hospital to home. What sets our agency apart from others is the alignment that we have with our systems, the focus that we have on the institutes like cardiology, neurology, oncology. Our agency is really geared and primed to meet the needs of those patients that are being discharged from those specific areas. And then we're going to connect you back to other resources in the community that are still going to help you in that recovery process.
The role that a home care specialist plays is very unique. Because we go to the patient's home, I know they are very comfortable with where they're at. So my role as a therapist is to really make them independent again in all the functions that they used to have before they got sick.
If you look at what our mission is, which is extending the healing ministry of Christ, you'll know that part of what Jesus did in his time here was to just love people and meet their immediate needs. It's very different than being in a hospital because it's very personal when you go into their space.
I came to Florida Hospital Home Care after working for about 6 or 7 years in outpatient and acute care. The first thing that brought me here was I had no flexibility in my job, and I needed some flexibility because I was missing out on the lives of my kids.
We have a very strong emphasis on family orientation. Their first job is their family. Their second job is being a caretaker, caregiver, and provider.
After coming, I loved it, and I never see myself going back to acute care or outpatient, not because I didn't like it, but because I just like this setting.
I was given the opportunity to pursue becoming a certified wound ostomy continence nurse. Florida Hospital Home Care reimbursed me for my education, and I was promoted to the wound ostomy continence nurse manager. And since then, I've been the clinical expert for all areas wound and ostomy.
Patients in home care want us to keep them out of the hospital. So that's what energizes me every day. Anytime I talk to a patient or see a patient, I keep that in mind so that they can stay in their homes and be healthy and have a healing place that is comfortable for them.
The main reason that I stay here is because of the camaraderie and the support of the staff. It's very difficult in home care to have that connection because you're out in the field and you really are like a ship on a sea. The camaraderie and the support that the staff has, I find is very heartwarming.
I'd recommend Florida Hospital Home Care Services for several reasons. First of all, I'm a clinician myself. So I've become a better clinician because of the resources, the educational opportunities that the system has given me.
You have a little bit more autonomy. You're out and about in the community. I still have patients that reach out to me on a regular basis just to let me know how they're doing.
As far as the staff, they do extend that same healing ministry of Christ to each other. We take care of each other. I know I can count on my coworkers, so that makes it a good place to work.
This is absolutely the best work environment that I've ever worked in my human resources career. It's actually an attitude and an atmosphere of faith and expectancy that something good is going to happen.
They help you in growing spiritually, growing in your field, growing as a physical therapist, and all of those things. I don't think I could ever find that in any other agency.